is now going to be a Manchester United player. And thank bloomin' Christ for that. Today was the day, the D-Day, the day of days. Um, and I'm frustrated and I'm happy. I'm relieved, I would probably say, is the biggest thing to say. Relieved that it's a key target and it is a deal done. That is the most important thing. A way I've titled that as well, Bryan and Mbooooooooooooooooomo. Sounds like I'm booing him. I'm not booing him. It's a boom, right? It's a boom. He's going to be a boom in front of got a boom. No, it's going to be a bomb in front of goal, right? He's going to be exploding goals everywhere. He's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant. He's going to win us the league by about 200 points. We don't even play for 200 points, but we're going to have 200 points. We're going to basically be handed the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, and the UEFA are going to unapologetically hand us the Champions League trophy, and basically say, yeah, here you go. You should be in this competition and you deserve it. Like, have it just for signing a player. It would be fantastic. And you know what? They'll go one step further. They'll put Crystal Palace back in the Europa League and we'll be like, yeah, justice. And then they'll take the trophy away and just give it to us anyways. And like, what can you say? It's just how it's got to be. It's just the way the world's got to work. It's what's it? Um, Not sacrifices. It's something else. A word I'm trying to think of, but it's just not coming to mind. Tributes. That's it. Tributes. The trophies are tributes to the overlords of football in Manchester United, evil overlords, given that we are still run by the Glazers and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So, yeah, Satanism seems to be probably the most likely cause of that, but or the case of that. But yeah, basically, Bryan and Mbooooooooooooomo, key target, key player, and he's going to be here in time for the US tour. The first part of his medical set to proceed tomorrow. And then, of course, the contracts and all will be signed on the Sunday, to which he'll be able to meet up with everybody, probably have the photo stuff done on the, probably a bit done on the Saturday and then a little bit more on the Sunday. And ultimately will join us on the American tour. However, we could be heading out there gloomy. We could be heading out there with a bit of a pip in our step, because whilst Mbooooooooooomo is having his medical done tomorrow, we shall be playing a game. We shall be playing the first pre-season game against Leeds United, and it's definitely one that I think the aim here is to definitely win, to implement, a system, because judging by the squad that's going, it's actually a smaller squad. It's not too dissimilar from a fully stacked UEFA competitions squad where you've got like 22, 23 players. How many have I got on this official list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. About 29 players, all right? But I can see that as definitely a first team core contingent very present in this list of players, which I'm going to read through now. One or two names missing from this list, but they deserve it. Some more than others. But goalkeepers with Altai, Bayandir, Tom Heaton, and Dermot Mee. Not me, but me as in the other goalkeeper. Defenders, Diogo Dalot and Nusser Mazraoui, Matthias de Ligt, Harry Maguire, Patrick. I don't know where in the hell this guy's got this middle name from, but Patrick Dorgu, Chinazek Pere. Chinazek Pere. What? I'm sorry. What name is that? I'm sorry. What name is that, Patrick? What? What happened? What happened, Patrick? They've also got Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, shouldn't be at the club, Luke Shaw, Aiden Heaven, Diego Leon, Tyler Frederickson, Reese Monroe, and Godwill Kukonki. Kukonki? I think that's how you say that name. Midfielders, we'll have Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, it's about to say Maguire again, Kobe Minu, Jack Fletcher, Sekou Kone, and Toby Collier. The last two names in that list, of course, linked with loan moves away for the season. And then forwards, Rasmus Højlund, Mateus Cunha, Ahmad, Chido Obi, Ethan Williams, and Bendito Mantato. So definitely a blend of first team and youth in there. I suppose that there is a semblance that Amorim will be sort of encouraged to be incentivizing youth being integrated into the first team. So I think you'll probably look at a couple of these names and see if there's a realistic shot for some of them, a couple of them, to feature in and around matchday squads next season. A couple of names missing from there. Radek Vitek, somebody that I think some people were wanting to see, probably will end up joining on the US tour. I mean, there is a possibility that he could be linked with a move away. It would be a permanent move rather than a loan. But Vitek could be one of those players that does the goalkeepers that joins us on the preseason tour. The absence from the left back, I've forgotten his name already, young English left back, Harry Amas, that's it. He's vacant from the squad, as I believe he is being linked with a loan move away as well. Looking like maybe a championship outfit is a likely destination for him to go to, which would do him good. Would do him good because he has sort of just about featured in the first team, and I can imagine a season in the championship, toughen him out a little bit. It could work wonders. Can do, maybe won't. We'll have to see how it works out, and it really does depend as well what championship club it is that he does go to. No Xerxes, I still think probably. I don't know if he's necessarily still recovering from an injury. I think he's probably just being saved for this US tour, just to play a little bit, just a little bit more time off, just to fully get him up to speed before trying to implement. When they go out to the tour, and then hopefully prioritizing squad fitness so that we don't really have him missing from many match day squads. And to add to this as well, that's of course the aim, the priority, as per Fabrizio Romano, is that there is, of course, the desire now to accommodate the focus on a striker signing. The aim is now the striker. There is also talks, as alluded to by Ben Jacobs, about the Royal Antwerp goalkeeper. God only knows what his name is. I can't remember it. I've not even studied him. I've just seen this just passing news whilst I was at work today. So yeah, I'll have to look into that and see what that story's all about. Might just be a bit of a nothingness story, but then again, it could be the potential scouting to replacing Altay Bayindir. Probably that sort of a deal is going to happen slightly later on when we get closer to deadline day. I know that there's a priority on doing outgoings at the moment, which of course, further talks about Sancho being linked to the clubs, and a bit of a throwaway story by various outlets about Jadon Sancho going to Nottingham Forest of all clubs. I mean, it's laughable. The Sancho to Nottingham Forest story, definitely laughable. I would not, under any circumstance, think about Sancho going to Nottingham Forest whatsoever. Just, I don't see it happening. It's so unbelievable. As for example, um, I mean, just thinking about it from this perspective, an Alanga replacement, if you will. I mean, you replace Alanga with Jadon Sancho. I don't know if there's really many Nottingham Forest supporters that would actually be all too happy about that. I would have to see what it is that people actually say about that sort of a deal. I just think that wage demands are just so ludicrous. Transfer fee is definitely doable, but I think again, it's you're signing a player with a personality that I think he's very much become the passenger in his own career, and for someone that could, if applying himself correctly, um, with a bit more of urgency to prove himself. You know, if he were to go and revitalise his career at Nottingham Forest, would actually do really well. But that's just it. Is that a pipe dream? So let me know what your thoughts are on that potential transfer rumor of Sancho to Forest. I can't see it happening. If he's going anywhere, it's probably bound to be abroad. I mean, Chelsea of all clubs couldn't strike a deal with him. They couldn't strike a deal with him. So of course, they were happy to do the transfer fee as 25 million, but he just wouldn't take the pay cut. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, absolute crazy, crazy stuff. Apparently, Estepinian, Purvis Estepinian, Brighton left back, has been linked to us and also to Milan. And Brighton apparently rejected an offer from Milan, which I believe is AC Milan, not Inter, for Purvis Estepinian. We don't know what the details of that bid were, but I can't think it will be as cheap of a deal. But I'll tell you what, as far as a more experienced left wing back option, Purvis Estepinian would actually be quite a solid player to have for a left wing back. And given that, we've got options to fill out on the right, it helps for Diego Leon to, sort himself out, get up to speed with first team action, and also Patrick Dorgu as well. You protect those players a little bit more with Estepinian being there, but maybe that's the story. It's just a story, really. But Ben Jacobs believes that there might actually be some traction in that sort of a deal, but I'm not one to buy into it as of right now, because I think, given that Amorim, has worked with threading through younger talent, I can see the priority in Amorim's cabinet being Dorgu and Diego Leon as two players. I suppose you might see, based off of, say, Diego Leon playing tomorrow, because he is involved with that in the squad, seeing how adaptive or how adaptable he looks at first glance. And if you look and you see actually he might take a bit of time to really bed in, it might be worth looking at someone like a Purvis Estepinian as a potential target. However, the time frame for it probably wouldn't work, because Milan are already bidding for the player. So when they start, you're going to get some follow-ups, or if Brighton make it too unreasonable for them, maybe that's the only way that United would ever have a clean run at this. So I don't see an Estepinian deal happening. However, if it were to happen, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it. I'd see reasons having him, and I think would be a good option. Another talking point is who the striker is going to be. Um, Now, there's various names. I mean, Nicholas Jackson's probably the biggest, most bannable offence. I mean, people who say Nicholas Jackson, um, he's a perfect striker for United. I sincerely hope that you stub your little toe so hard that you're walking slanted for the rest of your life because of the immeasurable pain that was caused by stubbing your little toe. And that's what you get for saying that Nicholas Jackson to Manchester United should happen. It's the only truth. It's the only truth we know around here. But ultimately, Chelsea would want a high transfer fee. Doesn't play into United's hands. Jackson probably would have higher wage demands. Again, for what it's worth, not worth it unless you're paying like 20 million for Jackson or less, or vice, and also a very low value contract, which all parties from the Chelsea side would definitely turn down. I think, if we're looking at a ballpark figure, I reckon they will go 50 upwards. He's nowhere near that. Nowhere in a million years near that. Like, there's more value in signing Benjamin Sesko at 80 million than there is doing a deal for Nicholas Jackson at 50 upwards. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But Sesko is another name. I know that Arsenal fans were really not liking the idea of signing Sesko. They went for Gyökeres instead. And I think the fan base has responded accordingly to it. Will we see Manchester United fans go full out rejection? I think for us, the bar is quite low because we're just looking for somebody that's better than Rasmus Højlund, which is not that hard to do at the moment. Really isn't that hard to do. I think another name that people do like the sound of is Ollie Watkins. My only gripe, literally the only gripe with an Ollie Watkins is just the age. It's just the age. For how much we'd end up having to pay for him to pry him away from Aston Villa, the wages he probably demand, and then you don't get many years out of him before you'd experience a decline. It's not really going to bode well for United's transfer interest in signing strikers to replace them Watkins after a season or two. And that's just judging that things go generally well. So if he was, say, for instance, 28 and below, I would probably be all over this deal because you have at least another 2 guaranteed years of Ollie Watkins probably at its very best. And one of the other aspects that I do like about an Ollie Watkins is there's a bit of familiarity in the attacking third with a former teammate in Bryan and Mbooooooooooooomo being there. So you've got those two who can feed off of each other. A bit of a dynamism, I think is a word. Bit of a dynamism there. Good chemistry, play off of each other. The qualities complement, and then you've got Cunha on the other side doing his thing as well. It would be a very potent attack. It would be a very potent attack, but as I say, it's just the age concern for me. That is literally the only problem that I really have with an Ollie Watkins. Aside from that, would I take him in Manchester United tomorrow? I would. I would. I really would. But I'm thinking about what happens for the next season, the season after that as well. So, yeah, that's where we're really at with the transfer side of things. Someone's talking about Mboomoooooooooooooo's add-ons being easy to achieve. But that's coming from Sky, which I don't think is any real legitimacy. A random update here regarding Antony. Antony's agents are in Seville to continue negotiating the Brazilian's arrival at Real Betis. The player travelled to Manchester this week to discuss his future. There are other clubs interested. His priority remains Betis. And again, that's going to have to be a loan if it's Antony to Betis. It's going to have to be a loan. Other clubs being interested, I can't lie, I can't decipher. Well, I can decipher a crisis when I see one. Erik ten Hag just went losing with his with a mesh of his Leverkusen, the first team, first preseason game. He held 5 to what was it? Fluminense? Was it Fluminense or Flamengo? Was it Flamengo? Let's have a look. Oh my God, how many things have we posted in there? Flamengo. So Brazilian side, Flamengo. Now losing to them, you could say, well, come on. Some of the Brazilian teams were being on smoke this summer. They have been on smoke. And that would be fair. It would be fair to say they have been on smoke. Some of those Brazilian sides are quite talented. They are pretty damn talented. I mean, Samba style football. You get a lot of very, unrestricted football from those parts of the world. So, that you're going to get some of that. They lost 5-1 to the under-20s. That ain't even really reserves. That's not even the B team. That's literally the breakthrough squad. A team of those players against a mesh of Leverkusen's best team. They also subbed on some of their better players in the second half as well. So, Ten Hag, I know that you've started this all shaking, but there's 3 medicines that I can prescribe to you that will help you on your journeys, that will cure your sickness before the season ultimately begins. May I present to you the 3 medicines. Medicine 1 is Andre Onana. Absolute revelation. Will cure things, all things backdoor. Right? Stop any leakages at the back. Yeah, can't go wrong with it. Really trustworthy. Really, really trustworthy. The other one, the other second medicine is Antony. If you ever feel dizzy, right? You feel like your world is spinning, that dizziness that comes over you, washes over you, don't worry. The counter spin. The counter spin is here to balance you out. Right, you're going to feel like the spin goes away, the clarity, the vision is like you've never seen before. Yeah, absolute phenomenal, pristine clear vision. Specsavers wish that they had some lenses as clear as the clarity that Antony counter spinning will give you. And then medicine number 3, Rasmus Højlund. Oh, the best of the bunch. You ever feel fatigued, feel tired, like you can't get yourself out of bed after losing to Flamengo's under-20s team? Probably had some kids in that team as well. Feel like you want to... You've run out of the Weetabix. You need something else that gives you energy. Rasmus Højlund. Yeah. There are some goals that will make you stride in absolute leaps and bounds to achieve great things. Never before will you have felt so determined to go out there and get what you're worth. Yeah, to attack the day and to feel achievement at the end of it by sundown. Rasmus Højlund is your guy. You set goals, you go get goals with the medicine of Rasmus Højlund. All you gotta do, just pay us 150 million for all three, and all your problems will go away. Magically. Mysteriously. They say God works in mysterious ways, but I tell you what, I know the Premier League would name them the unholy trinity, but trust me, feel it from me, a Manchester United fan, for you, Mr. Ten Hag, they will be the holy trinity. The only trinity you need, the only trinity that you love. Please. 150 million and all of your problems will go away. Now let me know in the comment section, right, if this advertisement appearing on your TV screen would make you go out and buy those three medicines. I swear, you would literally be driving to Manchester or to Sweden right now, and you'll be offering Manchester United 50 million for one of those three medicines. Let me know if I've convinced you. But be quick, because there may be other suitors now involved. So, yeah, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Yeah. Bank in. Be the banker. Did you know, right, that if you stretch your mouth open from the sides and try to say banker, you can't? It's great. It's fantastic. You should try it. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. As to the Mbooooooooooooooomo transfer, here we go. It's official. It's happening. He is going to be a Manchester United player by at the very least end of day Sunday. So look out for the pictures. Look out for the pictures. They will be coming out soon, very, very shortly. And on top of that, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe, and don't forget, smash a like for the massive, beautiful forehead of Mbooooooooooooomo on the thumbnail, by the way. You know, it's fantastic because it's extremely low resolution and it's still got shine on it. Like, it's actually something else. It's built different. Bryan Mbooooooooooooomo's built different, right? Love him already. So, yeah, hopefully, as much shine in as there is on that head, there'll be as much shine on them goal tallies next season. Fingers crossed for all of you. For all of you joining Manchester United, fingers crossed. Bryan Mbooooooooooomo is a big hit. Cunha's a big hit, and whoever else we sign in the striker is a big hit. As long as it's not Nico Jackson or Jamie Vardy. We might as well sign Rebecca Vardy at this point if you end up going for Jamie. So, yeah. Actually, are they even still together? I don't even know if Rebecca Vardy's even still, or Rebecca is still with Jamie Vardy. I think they might have actually split. But never mind. Never mind. The less said about it, the better. Take care, people. We'll be back with any more breaking news that resides over the next couple of days. We'll probably, given that it's still just pre-season games, we probably won't analyse first pre-season all too much, especially considering I'm going to be at work for pretty much all of it. Let me see what time it is on the kickoff. But let's see what time will it be. The amount of clubs kicking off in the morning is actually insane. What is going on there? Is it not like a later afternoon kickoff? Why am I searching for it this way? £2 tomorrow. So I will be at work at that time. Shame. 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 Get me monetized, right? Get me monetized, and then maybe I can actually, you know, spend more time at home actually keeping up to date with these games. Get me monetized. You've got a mission. You've got a mission, folks. Go and achieve that mission. Um, and yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Take care, and fingers crossed that all goes well tomorrow. And yeah, we head out on the US tour with a bit more positivity. Take care, people, and yeah, catch you next time.